Welcome back, everybody. So, last episode, we went ahead and on our way to Egros, went through the Mandalia Plains, where we met someone named Algist, whose leader, the Marquis Eldor, was actually captured by the Death Corps. And speaking of Algist, whenever you meet someone new, you can actually go to the Brave story, and under person, you can actually find out more about them. So let's see. Here's Algist. Algist Sadalfas. Sadalfas. From Riofons of Limberry, knight apprentice of the local knights under Eldor, the leader of Limberry. The Sadalfas aristocracy lost power with the 50-Year War, as Algist is trying to regain his family status by becoming a knight. But he is looked upon as a selfless person, as he tends to go out on his own. And this guy, Daravon, Bordom Daravon, elder teacher at the academy, teaches the new recruits at the academy, very liked by the incoming recruits for a simplified lecture. But one problem is his lengthy lectures. He is regarded as a leading knight, but he has only participated in battle only once during the 50-Year War and does not have much frontline fighting experience. That's the guy that explains how to play the game in the tutorial menu. Alright, so to recap what we've done so far, our goal is to get to Egros Castle in order to protect it from the Death Corps. So they attacked Garuland, they attacked us in Mandalia, and now we have to go to Egros. So, let's go for it. I hear you beat the first troops. I'm proud to be your brother. The senior statesman spoke highly of you. You are truly descended from Beoulves. Thank you. Aren't you happy? Oh, yes, I am. Thank you for the kind words. You might have heard about the enemy attacking Eldor's carriage and kidnapping him. What would you have us do? I've already had Zelbeck send out a search party. They'll probably demand ransom, if he's still alive. Highness, please let me have 100 soldiers. I beg you, let me avenge my comrade's murder. I said it's taken care of. Didn't you hear me? Galleon isn't any place for you. Let us handle it. But think of your rank, Algus. Have you forgotten you're just a soldier without rank of knighthood? Urgh. I want you to guard Egros Castle. It shouldn't be so difficult. Danger probably won't get this far. My family was once respected like the Beoulves. My grandfather was captured during the 50-Year War. He sold his friends out to the enemy to save himself. But, as he left the castle, he got stabbed in the back by a cadet just like myself. One of my grandfather's friends managed to escape and spread the story around. Of course my father didn't believe it, but everyone else did. They deserted him. Rank. Dice or Dog would never meet with someone like me. Delita! Tita? Alma, Zalbag. Brother Ramza, you came back. Long time no see, brother. I heard how you beat the thieves in Garuland. That's worthy of a Beoulve. I'm sure father would have been pleased with you. Thank you. Haven't changed a bit. You don't like that much, eh? Delita, you look good. I heard about your role also. Just look how happy Tita is. They all stare at her. Delita, I'm glad you're doing well. And you also. How is your schooling? Fine. Everyone is so nice to me. I'd like to talk more with you, but I must hunt down some thieves. Pardon me. I pray for your victory. The Death Corps have demanded a ransom. What? I can't understand it. The Death Corps claim to be anarchists, but they only rob and hurt the nobility. It's hard to believe they would kidnap the Marquis just for money. Absurd! Why, they're nothing more than knaves, I say! The spy we sent still hasn't returned. He's probably in trouble, but the nobles say there's no need to search for his whereabouts. Where was he when you last heard from him? A trade city called Dorder, east of Galleon. Guarding a castle is boring work, don't you think? Tita, I'm sorry. We must go. Don't worry about me. Just take care of yourself. Don't worry. I'll come back safely. So be a good girl. Well then, let's go, Algus. What Tita said is not true, actually. Something wrong with Tita? She has been picked on at school because of her rank. Sorry, I shouldn't have worried you like that. Tita will be okay. I'll be there for her. Trust me. I'm not worried, but don't you overdo it. You're the one going too far to meet their expectations. Just be yourself and don't be restricted by your name. You sound like our mother. Ramza. Alright, so 2 new areas opened up. Let's see what we got here. Suigi Woods and Order. Alright. So we started out in Gareland, in order to get all the way to Egros to protect it. But, seeing as the action's way over there, our cool brother said, hey, why don't you just do what you want to do? So that's where we're going to head to next. But, let's go over about what we, I suppose there's just that scene back there. So, Tita and Delita, they're not, nobles. They're just friends of the Beoulve. So, because of that friendship, Tita was able to attend the aristocratic school with Alma. But, because of her, I guess, non-rank, she was picked on. So rank plays a huge part in this game so far, with Algus becoming almost obsessed by it. And I guess Tita being affected by it at school. So anyway, let's see. Now if you see this green dot right here, that means it's a random battle, so by going through that we may actually end up triggering one. And if that happens, I'll probably just end up having to skip it. Oh wait, but first, you may have noticed that there have been some changes to the ranks here. So pretty much in this game, you're not going to need about the 8 people they gave you. The most you'll probably need is about 5, counting yourself. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And even then I won't be able to use all of these, as long as I have these 2 guest characters with me. So let's go over what I did. And in doing so, we'll go over one of the last mechanics of the game, which is the astrological signs. So let's go take a Phoenix here. Alright, so Phoenix astrological sign is the same as mine, Aries. Now, compatibility, what this does is that if you have a compatible sign with someone, anything you do to that someone will be, I guess, boosted. So it's good with Leo, Sagittarius, bad, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra of the opposite sex, and the worst is Libra of the same sex. So, if Phoenix comes across anyone with the Leo or Sagittarius sign, anything he does will get a small boost. If he comes across anyone against Cancer or Capricorn, he'll be penalized. And the best is Libra would be a female Libra, and the worst would be a male Libra. So what this means is that any action you take, be it attacking, be it casting magic, anything, will be either boosted or penalized based on these signs. So if an Aries attacks a Leo, they'll do more damage. If an Aries attacks a Libra of the same sex, then it's going to do way less damage. So by doing that, I went to the soldier office, which I wonder if that exists in Egros. Yes. So you go to the soldier office, and you just go around and pretty much I just did this over and over again until I got the right astrological sign and a Brave in Faith that I thought was pretty nice as well. So you can do that over and over again, like quit, male fighter, quit, male fighter, and just do this over. And it costs money. As you can see from my war funds, I have substantially less money than when in last video. And that's because I took these guys and I actually trained them up a bit because they start out at level 1. Now they're all level 2. So let's go take a look at these guys in more detail. Alright, so Phoenix here, he's a squire and he has basic skill and charge. He actually doesn't have any abilities in the basic skill, at least any active abilities, because I spent them all on these two. gain job points up and move +1. And almost everyone in my entire thing, aside from our guest characters, has this ability. So pretty much, when you're starting the game, if you want to get a good heads up on leveling your characters, you'd like to do something similar to this. Use the gain job points up so they get more job points for their actions, and move +1 so they're able to maneuver around a little bit. Because for this, for Maya, this white mage, and Francisca, this black mage, they have a movement of 3. But with the battle boots that I got from Ramza and Algus, he had a pair too, and the move +1, they now have a move of 5, which is the same as everyone. Alright, so I have this priest and I have this black mage because they kind of outgrew their squire roles, and they had enough points in chemist to unlock them. The reason, though, that these two squires, Phoenix and Edgeworth, they're still squires is because their next job would either be knight or archer. And for archer, the shops don't sell any bows right now, so I have nothing to equip them with. And for knights, they can't wear the same clothes that squires wear, they can only wear like heavy armor, and the shops don't have those available either. Well, at least they didn't have last out in Garland. So let's go check the shop for Egros. Okay, so yes, they have the shield, they have the helmets, and they have the cuirass and all that. Alright, so, I mean, since we found it, let's go, see if, we have enough money. See, it takes 500 for bronze helmet. So I have 2 squires. Let's see, and that's, for the linen cuirass, that's 1200. So I need 2200, gil in order to get enough money to turn them into knights. Or, I could just, spend 800 and give them bows. And I think that's what I'm gonna do. Oh, and they sell battle boots here too. I have to pick some of those up here. So let's go ahead and buy 2 bow guns. And let's go into our let's see, formation. Let's go to our Phoenix. Change job to an archer. Alright. Let's take a look at his items. Alright, so he's got the same amount, he's got the same items, he's just equipped with a bow gun now. And we can do the same thing with Edgeworth. Change him into an archer as well. And now their charge is their primary ability, so now we can give them a different secondary ability. And since they don't have any basic skills, we're just going to give them item. So now they can heal people too. Alright, so here's our team so far. We have Ramza, who's going to stay a squire because he has really nice squire abilities, so it's worth keeping him a squire. We have 2 archers who, the thing about bow guns is that even though you may have saw in that very, very first mission that sometimes the arrows can arc and sort of go over obstacles, bow guns can't do that. They shoot in straight lines, so it follows the same rules as like throwing stones. Anyways, based on the astrological sign, we have Phoenix, who is a Aries, and we have Maya, who is a Libra of the opposite sex. So these guys have best compatibility. Edgeworth and Francisca also have the best compatibility. Edgeworth is a Leo, and Francisca is an Aquarius. And the reason I picked that for Leo is because Leo and Libra are both good with Ramza, so let's go back to that. So these two have best compatibility, these two have best compatibility, and everyone has at least good compatibility with Ramza. Except Phoenix. Phoenix and Ramza hate each other. Well, not Phoenix and Ramza. No, actually everyone has good compatibility, because the opposite would be a Libra of the same sex, which does not exist. So pretty much you can use the astrological signs to pretty much foster a good, I guess, vibe among all your guys. And we're not caring about deleting Algus since we can't really control them anyway. Alright then. Let's see if we can take that first step. Alright, sweet. So now we're in the clear. We can head off to Sweetie Woods to start the next battle. We'll probably have to end up doing that next episode. So, stay tuned. This is Super Caduceus P, signing out.